Yogi versus Nice match, scheduled for one fall.
So this is a very interesting situation. Depending on how you look at it, we are guaranteed to see the continuation of the Goon sweep or the end of the Goon sweep, depending on your personal point of view of things.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the technically the 0 won't be at the end of the loser column anymore, but they are still adding another win, guaranteed. Unless it goes to a tie.
I guess it could be a draw, but I don't know if that makes it a Goon sweep anymore.
A lot of factors at play here.
And his opponent, from the Diamond State, weighing in at 206 pounds, he is the much bigger man, Radke.
So it's going to be Goon on Goon violence here. After the events of High Tension Halloween, Phil has decided that we settle things in the ring.
Yeah, there has been some dissension among the Goons brewing for quite a bit here. It actually really started all the way back at the Electric City Showdown. And it has manifested not only just in high tension wrestling, but in many other places. In fact, PWI has even been sort of covering the dissension of the Goons here, especially between the de facto leader, Killian McMurphy, and Robb Radke, because Robb Radke is looking to take the more noble approach and win in, you know, a more earning it sort of way, whereas...
Without underhanded tactics.
Yes, exactly. And whereas the Goons will just kind of win at whatever cost, whatever it takes.
Yeah, winning is winning in the minds of the Goons, but Robb Radke's starting to feel differently about that.
But I think Robb Radke also has a lot to prove here, because he has been an underling in the Goons, but he's also been an underrated member of the Goons for as long as he's been a part of it. I think he wants to show that he can also be a top dog.
But you also have to keep in mind that you are in there with a friend, someone you've traveled the road with, someone that you've tagged with, someone that you've worked with. So it's a very interesting situation where you don't really want to damage your opponent, because that's your tag partner, that's your stablemate. So right now we're seeing a lot of technical wrestling, a bit of one-upmanship as we head into this gator roll.
But also help get out some of that aggression, because you know, especially around the holiday times, friends and family fight with each other. And this is one way to sort of maybe alleviate that tension, and maybe after this matchup here, things will sort of go back to a more peaceful goonage, if you will.
I mean, the idea is that they settle it in the ring, but then they also leave it in the ring. When that bell rings, it's over between these two. At least that's the idea. But it's very hard to forgive a guy who punches you in the face.
That is very true. But to me, I also think our general manager, Phil, was sort of stirring the pot, because he's had his issues with the Goons throughout high-tension wrestling as well.
Who hasn't had issues with the Goons?
This is also very true. The facts are being spoken.
Yeah, for such a tight-knit group, they don't like making friends. Very insular.
But when they do make a new friend, those friends are very tight. It's a very tight circle that these Goons have. And it's very hard to get in that circle with them. So if they let you in, you must be of value to them somehow. And they see the value Robb Radke brings. And I think Robb Radke is starting to see the value he brings himself.
Killian going to create some distance here, regroup. It should be noted that Big Dust and Miles came out with Killian, not with Robb. They are supposed to be a unit, but they seem to have chosen a side. Shooter breaking the count. It's going to start back over at 1.
You would think the rest of the Goons would be impartial, so to speak, but I guess it's kind of hard not to take the sort of the leader's side here. But now it looks like this is
spilling to the outside.
Yeah, this sort of isn't looking as friendly as it once was, because now when you start to brawl on the outside, this is where you can really release some anger.
Yeah, the games of one-upmanship have ended, and this has just become a brawl here. They're out amongst the people.
You know, sometimes you just got to fight it out, whether it's verbally or, in this case, physically, in order to repair the friendship.
Yeah, brothers fight, friends fight. Robb rolls in and rolls back out, breaking the count and frustrating the referee.
Well, and as the...
Right on his puny little neck.
Ooh.
That's not something friends do, yeah. Robb Radke fighting out of it. Doesn't want to be dropped on his neck.
Oh, but he might drop Killian.
Oh, body slam on the floor. I felt the ground shake.
And that was a thunderous body slam, and that echoed throughout this entire nice place.
You ain't hurt.
Acoustics are great.
Come on. No. Robb, I can't.
And now it looks like Dust and Miles are trying to be the voices, and Radke shoves Miles out of the way.
Ooh, but face first right into that steel ring post goes Radke.
I wonder if some of that pent-up frustration may kind of blind Radke here in this matchup, as I'm sure he has a lot of frustrations to relieve in this competition.
Into the cover, hooks the leg. And now the shooter just firing down shots, and now going for that cross arm breaker. Radke's got the hands connected. He's got to break the grip of Robb Radke and straighten out that arm.
Well, he's giving him the opportunity. He's saying you can give up right here or he's going to break the arm. Robb Radke's not having it. He's going to try to fight out of it.
Radke trying to roll Killian onto his shoulders, only good for 2.
Yeah.
Thunderous back elbow.
What's it like, Robb?
Into the cover, hooks both legs. Robb kicks out.
And now you're starting to see a little frustration build up in Killian's face.
Every time I was there for you, and what do? Stab me in the back. The knife that I sharpened, you stabbed in my back.
Killian delivering a sermon during this matchup.
It seems like Killian's been hiding some things here too.
Begin and end with the shooter.
Shooter, the alpha and the omega of the Goons.
I know it's the Christmas holiday season. Didn't know we were going to get the second coming.
Killian fighting up, staying in control in this matchup. Delivering those shoulder blocks right to the midsection, sandwiched in between the turnbuckles.
He's got the hands right in the face. Sends him off the ropes, but Radke rolls away.
Creating that distance. Full Nelson slam! Hooks the leg! Killian out at 2.
I'll tell you what, Scott, that was very close. That could have been what would be considered maybe a Goon upset.
I mean, the explosive power of Robb Radke cannot be denied. But he's got to stay on the assault. Killian quickly turning the tables. Hooks the leg. Robb Radke keeps exploding on Killian, but he can't keep the momentum.
And every time Killian gets the momentum back, he slows down that pace of the match. This very methodical approach, and now he's looking, instead of more of a friendly competition, now he's just looking to dissect Rob Radke.
Rob did it.
They say Rob.
Did not
Continuously going after that arm.
If he's a limbless man, no super. If he's got nothing to throw with, Rob, what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do, Rob?
It's a little of an odd strategy for Killian to be announcing his plan in earshot of Robb Radke.
Well, it's kind of like most of the villains of all your great action movies. Is that one time they reveal their plan, even though it may not come to fruition.
Yeah, it rarely works out for those villains, is what I'm saying.
Well, maybe it will not work out for Killian. Or it will. He certainly seems to have the upper hand, pardon my pun.
Straighten out that arm, trying to pop that elbow, maybe dislocate the shoulder. Radke trying to fight back up to his feet. Just a shot right across the jaw and another. But Killian quickly changes tactics. Radke doesn't, though. The shot to the jaw works. But Killian staying on his feet. Dodges the lariat. Killian sent for the ride. Superman punch. Robb Radke off the ropes. Big boot across the face. Killian's down. Radke into the cover. Hooks the leg. Ooh. Not a lot of leverage in that. Couldn't get enough weight across the shoulder blades.
He's got Killian reeling here. He's got to stay on top of him. Radke's got to stay on top of him if he wants to show that he can compete with the leader here.
Radke feeling the effects of the punishment done to the body.
He's got the underhook.
Looking for that unpettier. But the arm was too injured.
He counters it into a crossface chicken wing.
That might have been Killian's plan all along, was to neutralize the unpettier.
I mean, it is one thing that even though they didn't know they were going to have this match here tonight, they know each other very well because they have trained with each other. They have gone up and down the roads together, so they are very well versed in each other's movesets.
It's very hard to go up against someone you know very well. You know all the tricks of the trade. Sinks in that abdominal stretch. There's no way to protect yourself in this hold.
Just digging the point of that elbow into the rib cage. Flips it around, suplex, rolls through.
Trying to hook in that guillotine choke. Robb with nowhere to go. So far from the ropes.
He's just fingertips away from that rope to see if he can break it.
But he's got no leverage. He's got no way to move his body.
He's got that.
He's still in.
Trying to fight back and see if he can roll him through. Killian's changing position here.
Gave up those hooks. He still has this locked in. Back to his feet. Shrugs Killian off. Off the ropes. Spear!
Got him with a spear. That could be it. He's got to go for the cover.
No. Robb Radke wants to put him away. He's going to have to do more damage to the shooter.
He wants there to be no doubt in anybody's mind that he can beat Killian McMurphy.
From
And
the
he
top
doesn't-
rope, moonsault, hits it perfectly, hooks the leg, shoulders down. Only good for two.
Wow, he was inches away. That hand was inches away from the canvas. Robb almost came away with that victory here.
Not a lot of daylight between the canvas and the referee's hand there.
You wanna lead something? Huh? Be a leader. Don't be a little pussy.
Oh,
Wow!
and now Radke talking some trash here.
Say it again.
Just exchanging those hard slaps to the face.
Just fighting from their knees.
What was once a friendly competition has turned into these two competitors giving everything they've got to just beat the hell out of each other.
Radke firing back with a headbutt. These two slugging it out.
They're not holding anything back now. This is all-out warfare.
Shouting into each other's faces, both with the same idea, but
Hits him with the big boy, too. That's it.
Here we go, winner,
You know, I tell you what, Scott, Robb Radke put up a hell of an effort. He was so close.
But let's see if they can honor the deal. They're supposed to leave it in the ring after this. Let's see if the Goons can reunite after that very physical matchup. Killian standing tall over Robb Radke.
Well, here proving why he is the leader of the Goons. Now let's see.
Radke back to his feet. The plan was to leave it in the ring.
For that, dap me up.
Yeah!
There we go.
I guess the Goons are reunited.
Maybe that's all it took. Maybe that's all it took. It just took a little bit of competition here, some tough love, tough Goon love right here.
Good
To
job.
revive that.
Oh,
my
wait a minute.
goodness! Wait a second. Wait, why is Miles?
Dust looks stunned. Killian stunned. Miles went rogue.
I mean, they're leaving it in the ring, but is this how they're going to leave it in the ring?